Hey everybody, Mark here. You've probably seen these Wi-Fi cameras over the years. They've become increasingly popular for, the convenience of being able to peek in on your home when you're not there. You don't have to pay a monthly subscription. It works seamlessly with an app on your phone or your tablet or what have you. And they're getting better and better all the time, not just in video quality, but in the number of features and the ease of use and better security and things like that. So one that has really caught my eye, I've been playing around with it for almost a month now, is from D-Link. It's the D-Link Omna 180 Cam HD. So the Omna, which is Latin, by the way, for all-encompassing, it's an apt name for this product because it does quite a lot, and it's the first Apple HomeKit enabled Wi-Fi camera in Canada, which I'll talk about in a moment. But first, a bit about its features. So let's start with the applications, in fact, before we talk about the specs, the speeds and feeds. So these Wi-Fi cameras are ideal, as I mentioned, for looking in on your home, whether you're there or whether you're not. So you can put it in a nursery, like a baby monitor, for example. There's two-way audio, by the way, with this, so you can even talk to your pets if you're bored at work. But even if you're at home and you're watching TV and you want to, open up an app and see what your little one is doing in the nursery or your kids, you can do that. Another application is you've got latchkey kids who come home after school by themselves. You can keep an eye on them, giving you the peace of mind that you want to know that your kids are home safe while you're at the office. You can give this to an elderly relative, a loved one, like a parent or a grandparent who's maybe living alone, and with their consent, you've been able to chat with them over video and see where they are. So there's surveillance and security applications. You could be a dorm room resident, and mysteriously your video games are disappearing. So you can set this up as a little surveillance cam and see what's going on. It's got motion detection, so whenever it detects motion, you can set it up so it'll send you a notification to your device, so you're immediately notified. So there's lots of applications for a Wi-Fi cam. There's nanny cams and all that kind of stuff. So use your imagination. There's lots of great stuff with that. So let's talk about this camera in particular. So it's called, as I mentioned, the Omna 180 Cam HD because it has a wide 180-degree wide-angle lens. So this lets you see more of that environment than most other Wi-Fi cameras that are usually 130, 135 degrees. So this is 180. So you do really get a wide look at the room that you've placed this in. So that's a great feature right then and there. It's a 1080p HD camera that looks great, has night vision support, which is again great for surveillance if you're using it for that. So night vision, it's got a wide angle lens, motion detection, two-way audio, as I mentioned, and local backup, which I like. So it's got a little micro SD slot here in the bottom. So you just pop in one of these little cards, which are very inexpensive, and it can record a ton of footage that you can easily access later, should you need to, on a computer or on a TV, or should you want to. So that's the idea behind this. Now, I did also tell you that it's the first Apple HomeKit enabled Wi-Fi camera. So there's a few benefits to that. So for one, it works with Apple's new HomeKit platform or operating system, or ecosystem. This is all the devices that can all talk to one another that are all supported by Apple's protocol for the home. You could say, hey Siri on your app and say, show me my family room, and it can open up the app, and you set it up, by the way, with either the Omna app or the Apple Home app, which is already integrated into iOS already. It's one of the apps that's there. It's got end-to-end encryption, so better security, so it makes that digital handshake with the devices, and it can't be digitally intercepted, that Apple takes pride in. And then seamless integration with iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch, and even Apple Watch. So if you have an Apple Watch, you can peek in on your camera when you're not there to see what's going on. So the Apple HomeKit integration is a neat one for those, especially for those who have an iPhone, and many Canadians do. The price for the D-Link Omna 180 Cam HD is $269, and you can pick it up at apple.ca or at the Apple Store. I'm Marc Saltzman. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Ciao.